Aaron Davey, thanks very much for taking some time out to chat. Now, I saw a video of you celebrating Maxi's goal on the weekend, so I take it you're still a big D's fan.
Yeah, look, but yeah, I think I got a bit overexcited, and yeah, me and my son were watching at our local footy club, so we'd obviously had a win ourselves that day, and yeah, no, it was amazing because funny thing about it, like I was copping it all night from my players and teammates telling me the score throughout the night, and so I was sitting outside, and then they'd come in and they're like, "Oh mate, you see the score?" I said, "I don't want to hear it," and they said, "No mate, they're actually like 2 goals behind," and went in and yeah, it was just a really unbelievable experience to watch, and played down there all my career, and I don't think we ever won down at Geelong. So hats off to the boys that really dug deep, and that belief that they've got going for them was the overriding thing. And Big Gorney, no better way to finish.
We do have some serious momentum now. Do you have confidence that this group can go all the way?
Just over the last couple of weeks, I watched, and don't want to think too far ahead, but I strongly believe we're real contenders as a footy club. And when you're being challenged like on the weekend, and there's a lot of strong resilience and character within that group, and you can just see the bond with the players, and obviously Goody, and like I was watching the video, seeing Choco is unbelievable. He's been fantastic, guidance throughout my career as well, and even after my career when I was doing some stuff down at Richmond's VFL, he was always willing to help, and mate, having him at the footy club is a big great asset, and also seeing one of my old teammates who's really taken control of the possibly the best midfielder in the competition. So yeah.
You started playing in 2004. How's this team rank in terms of all the teams you've seen go through the system?
Well, 2004, I was fortunate enough. We first year we played finals. So the first 3 years of my career, I was pretty fortunate enough. But the last 7, we won't really go there. But it's obviously a young team coming through. It's really hard to compare, I guess. I was fortunate enough to look at the greatest player of Melbourne and having him as my captain, and playing right next to him in the forward line in David Neitz, and then obviously I've mentioned Ooze and Robbo and Greeny, Brucey, all the names that you can sort of roll them on. But they're creating their own sort of legacy going forward, and they're going to be a group in years to come, and you're going to have a lot more of those Uzes, Robinsons and Neats and McDonalds in that team that we've got at the moment. So, yeah.
What was that experience like for you as a young player playing in those finals in your first 3 years?
As a young bloke, the experience was, it was a special experience to sort of get an opportunity to play in front of a big crowd, but also, the intensity of finals footy does that go to another level. I know a lot of people say, oh, yeah, it's just treat it like a normal game, but it's hard not to, because everyone gives an extra 5% in how they play, and those experiences, although they weren't sort of great for us, we lost the first 2 years in the finals. We bowed out, so to go. One of the finals experiences always hold close to my heart is that when we came from behind and beat St Kilda, that gave us an opportunity to progress to the next week, and they're just great feelings to be a part of. I still remember clearly Byron Pickett kicking a left foot snap, and then the roar. And you think of moments in a game where Nathan Carroll, Disco, tackled Fraser Gehrig. They're little things that you'll always remember, and I think that sort of got us over the line. But you can't go past the support from the supporters. When they're up and about, you don't realise the impact you do have. You walk a lot taller, and I'm sure Melbourne will really embrace that and the opportunity ahead. And Saturday night's no better way to do it. And all the boys, myself and my kids, and every other Melbourne supporter and past players will be cheering you guys on.
You talk about Byron Pickett. There's a new number 36 at the D's. How have you enjoyed watching Kasaya?
It's awesome watching Cozzy do what he does, and he's still young, but his game on the weekend, he's been a highlight, and to sit back and watch him play, and what he does bring to the club was sort of, look back, that was sort of myself, a young Aaron Davey, playing with likes of David Neitz, Adam Uze, and Russell Robinson and these guys. But yeah, it's sensational, and the way he plays his role for the team is good. But it's very exciting, and my son Marley loves him, and it's his favourite player. So I think I think not only Marley's, but I think Cozzy will have a big following there because he's been electric this year and he's been fantastic, and hope he keeps that up and, help the boys go and possibly win a long-awaited flag.
Do you see similarities in the way he plays as that small forward to when you first started your career?
It's always hard to compare, but I guess probably a lot of people do compare with similarities. We both, well, I wouldn't say now I can't run out of sight, but we both were the zippy little forwards, and the pressure and our ability to kick goals. And I'd be lying to say that you can't see any similarities, but Cozzy's on his own journey, and mate, owning that number, and it's good, and it's a joy to just sit back and watch. And I'm sure every other Melbourne supporter is, like myself, just love watching Cozzy play. So
one of the things fans love about Cozzy is he's quite a reserved character, but then he gets out there and puts on a show. Do you think he'll be someone that thrives in a big final?
Well, I'd like to think so. I think I know everyone sort of talks about finals experience, and it's Cozzy's second, third year now, and one thing I do believe and strongly believe in is with young players as well as Cozzy and some of those other guys, although they haven't had that finals experience behind them, I think you can never underestimate the power of the unpredictability of young kids coming through. And mate, if they're on, young guys, they will find another leg. They'll really embrace it. So it's exciting to see what's going to unfold. And if they keep playing the way they are and playing together as the team they are, I think it's going to be exciting next month for the footy club and all our supporters. So
you're up in Cairns at the moment. Have you seen much of Brisbane play at all? Are you confident going into this weekend?
Obviously in Cairns, you see a lot of Brisbane games up here, and I've watched times, but I think we've sort of matched them really, really well. And again, I know Fags is an old Melbourne legend as well. Fags, he'll be wanting to get his boys up, but it's in neutral territory. They're playing over in Adelaide, is it? So I think really no one has any home ground advantage. Not that there would be, like last week, no supporters, but it's going to be neutral territory for both teams. It's going to come down to the guys and the teams that are willing to work hard for the whole 120 minutes. And footy, you can't have that lapse of concentration for even that 1 minute, because we see 1 minute in a footy game these days is it's equivalent to 5 minutes of football. So it's just got to be going out, stick to the process and what Goody and the boys are doing, and pressure Brisbane and probably limit the impact of some of their really good players and Charlie Cameron and. But our defence has been fantastic, so have no doubt that Maisie and the boys will get the job done. So, and
just a personal one for you: you stayed involved in footy, doing some coaching. How are you enjoying life after footy?
Oh, look, I'm enjoying life after footy. I've been pretty fortunate enough to transition out, and so I'm currently coaching, as probably everyone's aware, up in Cairns for the Cairns City Lions, and we're a club on the rebuild. We've got a lot of young guys coming through. So we've got the bye this weekend. We needed to win last week. And so we're hoping a bit of luck this week. One of the teams beats the team that we beat last week, and then we get another finals berth. So that'll be 3 years in a row. And it is awesome. Coaching does has its, downsides, and there's some stress levels, as you can see. But more importantly, I just really enjoy being around the players and building relationships. And that's what coaching's about, and building not only football relationships, but more importantly, lifelong relationships. And we've got some really special people down at our footy club that, practically call family. So, coaching, it's been good. It's rewarding. And, hopefully, fingers crossed for our guys. We get the opportunity in 2 weeks' time to play in the final as well.
Well, great to hear you going well. Love to hear you still supporting the D's, and thanks very much for your time.
No worries. Thanks, Ben. Have a good one, and go D's.